Today I'm going to show you how I put those together, and I think you're going to like it, so don't go anywhere. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Patty and this is my handmade lifestyle. On this channel I love to share all kinds of homemade arts and crafts and cooking. I like to think of myself as that really fun home ec teacher that you always wish you had, that showed you how to do like really useful things that you could still have fun with. And today that's what we're doing with this project. I'm going to show you how I first of all mounted them safely, keyword is safely, to the ceiling, and got my little planters to hang so that I could show off my fun little air plants. Well, this is a bromeliad, that's different, but these are air plants. So they're kind of similar, but not really. Okay, but that's a different video. We're not going to talk about the actual plants today. We're just going to look at how I took these hangers and added these ropes and used those little circle things and got them hung. Okay, so stick around. These are the arrangements and the little pots that I want to use. And first of all, how cute are these? I mean, come on, are they not adorable? And I mean, they're actually perfectly fine just sitting on a shelf or on a little table or something, but I have such limited space in my rooms that I want to go ahead and hang these. And what we're going to do is we're going to make the like the hanging apparatus, and we're going to mount them into the ceiling. So let's get started. First thing that I want to say about this project is that I'm using really particular plants to go into these little pots because these pots have no drainage at all. They're just solid on the bottom. And that's really not ideal for most plants, but what I have going on here is I have this little bromeliad and I've left it in its original pot, and I just take it out to keep it watered, and it's doing really, really well. I mean, it's doing so well, it's blooming, so it's happy. I'm going to let it go with that. And over here I have a collection of air plants. And of course, air plants are perfect for these decorative containers that don't have any drainage, because you're going to take them out to water them anyway. I do. I recommend that you fully submerge them at least every couple of weeks. And I do have a video on how I care for my air plants. I will link to that in the upper corner as well as below. This is not a video for plant care. This is a video for how do we get these little containers to hang from the ceiling in the window, because these are high light plants, so we want to make sure that they're getting a ton of light. So on this little pot, you can see it's got holes, and it's got 3 holes, one on each side and one in the back. This is the same, only on this one for some reason they put it in the front. Maybe the nose made it heavy or something, I don't know. But they both have 3 holes, so what we've got to do is use something that will allow us to tie through the hole and hang it. And I'm going to use these little rings at the top. So we're going to attach what I'm using, which is like a piping or a rope. We're going to attach it to here, we're going to tie it to here, and then we're going to hang it. And let me just talk for a minute about what we're going to use to hang. We're going to use these swag hooks. They'll hold up to 45 pounds on one of these. You know, this obviously is like maybe 3 pounds, so we'll be fine. But I'm going to put each plant on its own swag hook. So let's talk about what we need to make this project. To do this project, you're going to need a few things. So obviously, you're going to need the little container that you want to hang up. These I picked up in Joann's. They're actually on sale right now. I got mine on sale at 40% off, which I think is a pretty good deal. They have 3 versions of these, and you know, I like them so much I might go back and get another cat and a fox for a different room. But anyway, you need your little containers, and because mine have the little pre-drilled holes, I'm going to use these rope that I also got in Joann's. It's like a piping, so we're going to use that to hang, and you're going to need the rings to start the process. You're going to need the swag hooks to hang from the ceiling, and then now we're going to get into the tools. So this is called an awl, and actually this is like an ice pick, but we're using it as an awl, and we're going to just essentially drive it into the ceiling to make a hole using this hammer. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my my rope, put them onto the ring. Take your strings and just have them so that they're even, and then you take this little end where the midpoint, and then you hold that to your little ring, and then what you're going to do is you're going to just reach through and pull the little strings through. And I think this is called a gathering knot. I'm not sure. My friend Megan does macrame and she would be able to tell. But see, then it's fairly even and it gives you a nice looking finish at the top. Okay? And then we're going to do the same thing with the big rope, the heavier rope, heavier gauge. Okay, and then so all I did was I put the lighter in the middle, and you know, depending on what you use, your project could be totally different. But anyway, you're just going to do that simple gathering knot, and then it's just a process of, you know, getting it, you know, relatively as neat looking as you can at the top. So I'm going to just kind of fiddle and move the little ones kind of in the center. So if you can see that. So see how I got the lighter gauge is now in between the big gauge. So it just looks a little bit nicer at the top. Okay, so I'm going to thread the ends into the fox and get it leveled up, and we'll get it hanging. And yeah, when I got it all done, I'll check back in with you. So I'm going to just sort of break into this video and tell you that you're going to have to fool around a little bit to get this where you want it. And make sure it's hanging straight. It's going to sort of twist and turn. So you're going to need to just get it in place, and then you can adjust as needed. But you're going to want to spend a little time fooling around with the the rope links, because that was a little trickier than I thought. Okay, I've got it in place, and you can see like the rope is going to sort of wrap around on itself a little bit. It's going to find where it wants to hang, and that's just kind of how that's going to go. But it's sort of nice because it looks like a little faux macrame piece. So I like it. I guess I'll go ahead and hang the other one. All right, I'm going to clean up because it's a big freaking mess. I've got to clean the table up. I got to run the vacuum. Put the other plants back, and I'll show you the finished project. It's so unbelievably cute. I'm going to back up so you can see the whole corner. I got everything put back together, and I absolutely love it. It just fits my style and personality so well. You can see I did one quite a bit longer than the other, and I like how it hangs. It's also to give the plants in the fox planter a little more light, because if I had hung them more evenly, some of the light would get blocked from the cat planter. So this way it will get better light and be happier, because both of these plants are highlight plants. But that's the topic for another video. So there's my DIY. It's all in place. I hope that helps you and inspires you to try doing something fun and different in your living space also. Okay, that's the video for today. Thanks for watching.